Hey guys, good morning and welcome on into a special episode of Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Stats. I'm your host, Terry Edelman at TPicks over on X. I was intending on taking this Sunday off. For new viewers of the channel, normally in the past, I take Sundays off, but decided to do a quick episode of the show because there's three plays I really want to give out on the show. So, quick episode of Picks on Net for today's slate. I'll be breaking down three of the games with a play in each of them. Might have a second play in the last game. But before we get to today's games, we'll quickly recap what happened on the last couple shows. Dylan Guenther, anytime goal, my only play on Friday night. A nice winner there, plus 185. Beautiful power play goal by Dylan Guenther, and a beautiful pass by Nick Schmaltz to get him the puck in a great position for Guenther to score. Heading on to Saturday, Saturdays continue to be rough. I don't really understand why, but for some reason, Saturdays just continue to not go well. Ducks money line plus 105, early afternoon Saturday game. The Ducks got their ass handed to them basically here. Did not play well whatsoever. Did not bounce back after a loss like they have been so good at previously. So just a bad game and a loss there. Jackson Lacombe over half a point. Did not get a point in this game. So that, unfortunately, was a loss. The Ducks scored one goal, but Lacombe was unfortunately not part of it. The parlay cashed. Thank you. Thank you to the Carolina Hurricanes and the Vegas Golden Knights. While it was close, Carolina did end up going to overtime, went to the shootout, and I was stressing out during that shootout, but the parlay cashed. So thank you. This game was just a total disaster. The Dallas Stars, after losing by 3 goals to the Wild, I really expected them to put together a good performance here to bounce back. Such heavy over history between these two teams, but Dallas did basically nothing offensively. And a funny stat, well, not funny for Stars fans and not funny for people like me that bet this game. Rope Hintz, Mikko Rantanen, and Jason Robertson had 0 shots on goal combined. The 3 players. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So over loses. Robertson, if he's not going to get a shot on goal, he's not going to score. Carter Verhaeghe also did not score. So Saturday, another rough day, but we move on. Sunday slate, and we will move on. Good day, Terry. Can't wait to see your shiny new toy. Me too. I'm super excited. But no, I don't have Quinn Hughes props today. Why? We'll discuss it. Hi, Terry. I can't believe how bad the Jackets play. They can't defend the net. Yeah, some teams are just not good defensively. And the Blue Jackets are one of them. You've got a lot of young talent, and young talent sometimes takes time to progress defensively. But we're going to jump right into it here. Start with the first game I'm going to be breaking down. As I said, I just have 3 games to break down and no other games in the slate segment either. I did not look up stats for the other games. As I said, I was intending on taking today off, but decided last minute not to. Utah minus 135 road favorites, which is a bit surprising. Pittsburgh plus 115 home dogs, and a total of 6 here. In this one, no confirmed goalies on today's slate, so that's why I'm not going to mention them. But it does look like it'll most likely be Sergei Murashov. He is unconfirmed to be starting here. We'll see what happens there. The Utah Mammoth, of course, Logan Cooley out on injured reserve. Their biggest loss, I guess you could say, player-wise. Pittsburgh has lost 4 games in a row. All 3 in overtime, or 3 of the 4 in overtime. 3-2 shootout loss to Dallas, 4-3 shootout loss to Anaheim, 4-2 loss to Montreal, and a 6-5 overtime loss to San Jose yesterday, where the Penguins blew a big lead. So Not going too well for Pittsburgh right now. Utah just won their last game 5-3 following back-to-back losses before that. You guys know what's coming. You guys know. Give me Dylan Guenther anytime goal plus 180. Guenther is heating up right now. He is heating up offensively, scoring in 3 games in a row. And one of the players that I was betting a lot last year, his anytime goal prop. Not so much this year, but that's because he's kind of had a slow start to the season, but he's heating up now. Cashed for us on Friday. We're going right back to him here against Pittsburgh on the second night of a back-to-back here. Guys with value point-wise, Chris Letang is a point in 4 or 5 games, plus 169. Goal-wise, Brian Rust has scored a back-to-back games, plus 225. Power play point, Erik Karlsson has a power play point in 4 of his last 5 games, plus 240. Dylan Guenther has a power play point in 3 of 5. He's starting to heat up on the power play. He's also scored a power play goal in 2 of 3. Crosby assist, 4 games in a row, plus 106. So there's actually some value there. Chris Letang assist, 4 of his last 5 games, plus 223. A lot of value there with Chris Letang. But we're going with Dylan Guenther. Anytime goal, plus 180 here in this game. Quinn Hughes, we'll be discussing about him. We'll be discussing him in a minute. What's good, bruh? How's it going, OG? Just jumping in to say hello. Awesome. Filling up my forklift at work. Oh, well, have a good day at work. I worry about Pittsburgh, but I'm hoping they are pissed off enough to get it done as a dog. Yeah, I have no interest in taking the side here. Not a good spot for Pittsburgh, but yeah. Good luck if you're on Pittsburgh. Talk to you later, fellas. Crush the Bucks. You too, OJ. You too. Salute, Terry. Hey, Kev. How's it going? New name, but that's okay. A lot of people's YouTube names have been changing, apparently. But you're right. He's heating out. Might sprinkle 2 goals for Guenther today. I like it. It's a good spot, too, against this Penguins team. Let's get it. That's the plan. Over 1.5 power play goals in this game. I could see it. Now, there might be a better game for that, which we will discuss very soon. But might be another game I like for that. But second game I'm breaking down. 3 of the 6 games I'm breaking down here. Boston Bruins, plus 120, road dogs. The Wild, minus 140, home favorites. A total of 6 here in this one. Quickly go back here for people looking at the side. The team split the meetings last year. Utah actually won 6-1 in Pittsburgh. Guenther scored 2 goals in that game, but Pittsburgh had won 12 of the previous 14. Going back a long time, of course, that was when Utah was Arizona. These 2 teams only face each other twice per year. So long dominance, but you kind of have to overlook it a little bit. You have to overlook it, but back to this one. The Wild have won 3 of the last 4 meetings, 3 games under 5.5. The previous 3 over 6.5, and the Wild have won 3 of the last 4 in Minnesota between these 2 teams. That being said, I can't take the Wild here in this spot. First of all, they're minus 140, minus 155 out of my price range, but I've been cashing with this Boston Bruins team as a dog. They were my dog of the day 3 times in a row and cashed for me. So I'm not going to all of a sudden say, oh, I'm going to bet against them here because it's my favorite team they're facing. No, that's not how it works. Now, I will stay off the Bruins as a dog, though, because this Wild team is heating up right now. And yesterday, a 3-2 win. I did have the Wild money line at minus 115 yesterday. I did lock it in before the Quinn Hughes trade. But I was a little bit worried because that Quinn Hughes trade, obviously the Wild were depleted. They didn't have a Buum, but they also have a bunch of injuries right now. So it was just not a good spot for the Wild yesterday. Now Quinn Hughes is joining the lineup. I am beyond excited to see him here on this team. When I look at this game here, I do think the Wild win. I think betting against the Wild is not going to be very profitable going forward. I don't think Bill Guerin is done. I think he is. I think there's at least one or two more trades coming for the Wild. He's going all in. He's putting his job on the line, and he's going all in, acquiring Hughes and whatever else he does. This Wild team, year after year after year, 10 years in a row now, have not made it past the first round. And the reason being is because they kind of just make little ads here, little ads there that don't work. They needed a huge move like this, which is exactly what they did. For me here, give me Joel Eriksson Ek. Anytime goal plus 230 here in this game. Ek has scored in 3 games in a row. Of course, the game winner yesterday with 23 seconds left, Joel Eriksson Ek scored a beautiful pass from Marcus Johansson. And I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to have to issue a public apology to Marcus Johansson, which I will do. Maybe I'll do a video specifically for that, where we'll look at his stats this year, and I will just admit how I was absolutely, completely wrong about not wanting him on the Wild. Because Marcus Johansson has been absolutely fantastic basically all season long, which is just shocking. And now facing one of his former teams. Marcus Johansson point, I love that as well. But I'm taking this Eriksson Ek anytime goal. He scored in 3 games in a row on that top power play. And watch out for the Wild's power play. Adding Quinn Hughes as the quarterback is going to make it extremely scary. I think this Wild power play is about to go on a run. Obviously, Joel Eriksson Ek is net front presence on that power play. Would not shock me at all to see Quinn Hughes shoot the puck and Joel Eriksson Ek tip it in and get a goal on the power play. If you are looking at Quinn Hughes props, I would look at power play point. Now, the Bruins kind of middle of the road when it comes to the penalty kill, so I don't think it's a huge smash spot for the Wild in the power play. But I do think this Wild power play is going to be improved with Quinn Hughes. And as I said, I was looking at Quinn Hughes' assist prop minus 160. Yeah, great. What am I going to do with that? So it's very difficult to bet Quinn Hughes in this game. You can use his point as a parlay piece. I think he's going to obviously he's not played well recently with the Canucks, but I think he's going to take off here for the Wild. So Joel Eriksson Ek anytime goal plus 230. I do think the Wild win, but I can't bet against Boston right now with how they've been as a dog. They've cashed for me a lot recently. So we'll take Eriksson Ek anytime goal here and see what happens. Quinn Hughes assist anytime goal for Kaprizov plus 165. Not an awful look. Not an awful look. I'm on Geeky anytime point. All right. Thanks for not taking today off. Or taking off today. No worries. I basically am. I'm only breaking down 3 of the 6 games, so I didn't have to look up all my stats, but yeah. I wanted to give these plays out because I really like them, and especially the last one we're going to get to. Quinn Hughes, anytime goal plus 400. I thought about it. Quinn Hughes, 2 goals plus 1,900, and Hughes, 3+ points plus 425. Good luck, Robert. Obviously, I want to see this cash, but I don't know. It might take him some time to settle in a little bit, but then again, he could be so relieved that the trade is done that he could have a huge game. So we'll see. Crosby 2+ points. Celebrini plus 2+ points. Red Wings puck line. Avs in first 5. Evan Rodriguez shots all cashed. Very good, Kev. Very good. Great day for you on a Saturday. Wow. Do it, Terry. Taking Hansen. Yeah, I'm not, but I do owe him a huge apology. Current over-under for the season total is 99.5 for the Wild, Terry. Do you like the over on that, plus 100? I would have to look at how many games they played, what they're on pace for. I don't know. I don't know at this point. Obviously strength of schedule as well. I don't want to say I'm not going to say yes because I'm a Wild fan. Go jump on that. I'm not going to say that. So I would have to look into this a little bit, but I am considering futures for this Wild team of some kind because, like I said, Bill Guerin is likely not done adding. Yes, the Wild are in a very tough division with Dallas and Colorado, but I think the Wild are doing it this year. I'm pretty confident they're going to make it past the first round. So we'll see. Season point total wise, have to look into it more, but that might be a good way to go. Because trusting the Wild in the playoffs has not been the best. They have been a great regular season team. So Johansson, yeah. Kaprizov has 3 goals in 2 games against Swayman. Okay, I like that. Is my computer going to let me scroll down? No. Okay. There we go. I can do it that way. Of course, I smashed the like. Late, but smash. Thank you, Richie. Everyone hit that like button. I'll grab a little Eck. I like it. He's heating up and can definitely be a good goal scorer. Now, of course, he's one of the best defensive centers in the league, which I absolutely love. But now he's starting to score as well, which is not good news for opponents. Bruins' power play is not a bad play either. Boston's number 5 power play and number 4 on the road. Wild penalty kills 23rd and 31st at home. Okay. So Bruins are going to put some offense. It probably is going to be on the power play then. You know whose power play isn't any good that I learned last night? Kings are 32. No more goals. They are not 32. But we'll discuss that in a little bit. More can score, no more goals. Yeah, there you go. Sunday NHL games this season that start before 8 p.m. are 29-8-1 to the under. Oof. Don't love that, but we'll see. I don't think he takes time to settle in. Okay? I'm fine with that. I'd love a big game right off the bat. Casey Middlestat, anytime goal from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. All right. The Sunday under has been good and definitely some good spots today. Okay. You need McKinnon to get hurt in order for you to beat Colorado. That guy's a monster. No, not at all. Not at all. People are going to laugh at me for this, but that's totally fine. The Wild have had a lot of success in the playoffs against this Colorado Avalanche team. In fact, one of the most recent times that they made it past the first round was against McKinnon and Makar and the Avalanche. So the Avalanche, I'm not scared of the Avalanche not at all. They are having a great regular season, and everybody loves this Avalanche team. But we'll see what happens when we come to the playoffs. I'm more scared of facing Dallas than I am Colorado. I'm not afraid of the Avalanche. Having a great regular season team, but a regular season record, but I'm not scared of them in the playoffs at all. Murat Kusadonov, anytime goal plus 600 versus former team. All right. Kings power play is not only dead last, they've given up 5 shorties, tied for with New Jersey for the most in the league. Wow. And hold on a second. The power play. Okay. I'm wrong. Yes, the power play for the Kings is bad. I thought I read penalty kill, so that's my bad call. You are correct. But on to the next game that I want to talk about. And if you like unders, or if you think that Sunday is going to have unders, I might be careful with this one. I said before 8 p.m. This one starts at 8 p.m. So we'll see. But Buffalo, minus 120 road favorites. The Kraken plus 100 home dogs, and a total of 6 here in this one. How do these two teams do against each other? Well, the Kraken, 7-1 all time against the Buffalo Sabres. The total, 7 overs, 1 push for a total of 6. There has never been an under 6 or an under 5.5 between these two teams in history. And a lot of those meetings, there were goals on both sides. So we could potentially see goals on both sides here in this one. For me, I didn't mark it as a half unit play, but it's not a full unit play for me. It is a half unit play. But give me Josh Doan over half a power play point plus 320 here in this one. The Seattle Kraken have the worst penalty kill in the NHL. Dead last. I believe it was 60-something%, which is not good. Josh Doan is on the top power play for the Buffalo Sabres. He's also on the top line. I like Josh Doan for a point a lot. It's around -122, -125. He has a point in 6 of his last 7 games. So if you want to take Doan for the point, -125, I think that's a great play. He has a power play point in back-to-back games, 4 of his last 6. Had a power play point in his most recent game against the Kraken. As I said, this Kraken power play dead last. You're going to give me Doan plus 320 for a power play point against the worst penalty kill in the NHL when Doan is on a power play point streak. Sign me up. Plus 320, Josh Doan, over half a power play point. Doan's power play line mates is to be determined because they've got a couple game time decisions here. With I believe Josh Norris and Zucker, I believe, are the two that are so. Or Alex Tuck might be is questionable as well. So actually, let me go check. Let me go check if it will come up here. Yeah, Alex Tuck and Josh Norris are both questionable. Obviously, on that top line or top power play. I would like them to play, obviously, to help Josh Doan out. But Doan plus 320, over half a power play point. And if you want to take him for over half a point, you could do that as well. And then I might be getting to the over here between these two teams. Just such a heavy over history between these two. We'll have to look at what they've been doing recently. Actually, we'll go do that now. The Kraken, it's scary to take it over with the Kraken just because their offense is not very good whatsoever. Now, they have scored 3 goals in back-to-back games, and they've scored 3 goals in 4 of their last 5. So if they can get 3 goals here, I think this game goes over. Previous games for the Sabres, 5-2 against Philly, 4-1 against Winnipeg, 7-4 against Calgary, 4-3 against the Oilers, 3-2 against Vancouver. So 3 of their last 5, they've gone over 6.5. And then the Kraken, they've gone over 6.5 and 3 of their last 5 as well. 9-4 against Edmonton, 4-3 against Detroit, 4-1 against Minnesota, 3-2 against the Kings, but the Kings don't have an offense. And then 5-3 lost to Utah in their last game. So I'm going to be thinking about it some more, but might have to get to the over here, the over 6 in this one, just because of the current form of both teams and the previous history between these two. Damn, Terry, you gangster. Okay, thanks, Cole. Happy Geeky and Marcus Johansson props day for those participating. There you go. There you go. The Wild have not won a playoff series since 2015. Yes, 10 years. 10 years. I know. Trust me, I know. I know. But this is the year. And no, I don't say that every year. I don't. But this is the year. Bill Guerin's going all in. He's going to risk his job to get to the Wild to the playoffs, or to get them past the first round. Alex Tuck has 5 goals in 6 games versus the Kraken. Hopefully he plays. But that's great stats. Doan point, Thompson point, Dahlin assist, plus 377. I like it. Tuck is sick. Yeah, hopefully he feels better. Illness going. I thought when you just said he's sick, I thought you meant like he's sick, like he's really good. But no, you actually mean he's sick. Illness going around for Buffalo. Yeah, which isn't the best. So I'm likely going to stay off the over 6 here. And then I'll see this game end 5-4 earlier or later on and be kind of pissed, but that's okay. That's okay. But that's today's show. Thank you guys for watching. And as I said, intended taking the day off, but decided not to. So those are my 3 plays for today. Best of luck to everyone. Hit the like and subscribe button on your way out. And tomorrow we have 5 games, so not too bad. So we'll see you back here tomorrow for another episode. Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Stats. Best of luck today, guys.